Hello everyone, my name is James Riddle. I will be your presenter for today's webinar. Wanted to thank you for taking some time out in order to examine this, show you how to sell your business for maximum profit without a business broker or M&A firm. This is going to be very enlightening. I know you're going to get a lot of great information. Be sure you take notes. My background is I received a Bachelor of Business Administration degree from the University of Oklahoma. I worked in information technology until 2001. Then I moved into M&A, worked there for a few years, and worked as a business broker. So the information I'm bringing to you comes from a background of M&A as well as business broker. The goals for the webinar are to demonstrate the reason for this webinar, to illustrate the pitfalls of selling a business with a broker or M&A firm, provide a solution. The solution is to maximize your profits when selling your business, and then also to extend an invitation for you to take advantage of the solution that is being offered at this time. Many business owners are struggling to find a buyer who's willing to pay anything close to asking price. This is according to the New York Times. 78% of the deals valued less than $500,000 terminated without closing, according to Forbes. And currently 80% of business owners of small and middle market companies who put their business up for sale never close the transaction, according to Silicon Valley Globe. That's what's going on, and that's the primary reason I wanted to bring this webinar to you, so that you'll understand what's going on in the marketplace. Now, there are common mistakes that business owners make. You don't have to write all these down right now. I'm going to go through them one at a time, but just understand that each mistake you make will cost you money. First mistake that sellers make is they sell at the wrong price. If you sell too high or try to sell too high, you miss the sell. If you sell too low, you leave money on the table. Mistake number 2, you have inadequate documentation. Number 3 is lack of a firm decision to sell. Mistake number 4, lack of buyer qualification. Number 5, selling to the wrong buyer. Number 6, demanding all cash. Number 7, trying to sell it yourself. Number 8, negotiating too hard. Number 9, sell time not right. And mistake number 10, lack of a business plan. So the solution, hire a broker, right? I mean, after all, they sell all the listings they create. And that's not necessarily the case, as you'll see here in an article that Forbes published. Again, many business owners are struggling to find a buyer who's willing to pay close to asking price. According to the New York Times, 78% of the deals valued less than $500,000 terminated without closing, according to Forbes. Currently, 80% of business owners of small and middle market companies who put their business up for sale never close the transaction. So when you break it down, there's 4 ways to sell your business. First way is to sell it yourself. The pros to that is you have full control over marketing your business. You can place ads online. Go to BizBuySell, FSBO, Craigslist, and other sites, and also put ads in local newspapers or magazines. However, when doing so, you risk confidentiality. What if your employees, customers, competitors, and suppliers discovered you were trying to sell your business? Employees might become nervous and insecure from the prospect of losing their jobs and having to develop a relationship with the new owner. Customers might begin to look elsewhere, unsure about the quality they will receive from the new owner. Competitors might spread the word, telling your customers and using it as leverage to attract those customers to their business. Suppliers might tighten credit terms or request immediate payment for outstanding invoices, knowing that you are trying to sell your business. So again, the pros is you have full decision-making ability in the sales process when you try to sell it yourself. Do you believe the buyer has your best interest at heart or his best interest? The buyer has his best interest 99.9% of the time. In reality, you have no decision-making ability in the sales process other than to decline selling to the buyer or accepting the reduced sale price and unfavorable terms. And this is because buyers have typically bought more businesses than you have sold. They have the advantage. Buyers use tactics to beat you down on price as well as terms. Some of the tactics they use are to threaten to back out when they don't get what they want. They drag out the process until they get what they want. Now, how comfortable do you feel leaving huge sums of money on the table or receiving unfavorable terms when you sell your business? If you are an inexperienced seller and would rather have a third-party intermediary assist with the sale, selling the business yourself is not an option. So the second way to sell your business is sign a contract with a broker. Business brokers will handle the marketing for you with little money up front, typically $2,000 to $5,000, and receive a commission when the business sells. They'll place ads online, BizBuySell, FSBO, Craigslist, and other sites, as well as place ads in local newspapers or magazines. As we have seen before, confidentiality is at risk. So if your employees, customers, competitors, and suppliers discovered you were selling, what do you think would happen? Again, employees might become nervous and insecure from the prospect of losing their jobs and having to develop a relationship with the new owner. Customers might begin to look elsewhere, unsure about the quality they will receive from the new owner. Suppliers might tighten credit terms or request immediate payment for outstanding invoices. So another drawback to using a business broker is their reach is limited. Business brokers typically work in territories surrounding their home office. They generally are limited to buyers in their area. And there are conflicting goals. Your goal is to sell for maximum profit and favorable terms. Although a business broker is motivated by a higher sales price, they are more motivated by getting the sale in order to get paid because they're working on commission. They generally bring the first buyer they know to the table in order to expedite the process, putting your equity and your terms at risk. How comfortable do you feel paying 10% commissions when selling for less than full price and receiving unfavorable terms, as well as risking confidentiality? If you are more interested in selling for full value and getting all of your equity out of the business, as well as receiving favorable terms, and would like to ensure confidentiality, signing a contract with a business broker really is not an option. Third way to sell a business is sign a contract with an investment banker or M&A firm. Investment bankers and M&A firms will handle the marketing for you confidentially. They do have larger pools of buyers than business brokers, and they have wider, often international reach. And they do not need to place ads online or local newspapers or magazines. They have greater chances of getting full price and favorable terms due to controlled auction process whereby multiple buyers compete against each other for the purchase of your business. So some of the drawbacks are the upfront fees. Most M&A firms, investment bankers, require retainer fees of anywhere from $15,000 to $50,000 depending on the size of the company and the deal. And then also time. The process of selling with an investment banker or M&A firm typically takes anywhere from 3 to 5 years due to its complexity. Another thing you need to understand is there are commissions on the back end. They typically use the Lehman scale, which means they're going to get 10% of the first million, 8% of the second, 6% of the third, 4% of the fourth, and 2% of everything thereafter. So you are going to pay commissions on the back end. Now, how comfortable do you feel paying retainer fees of $15,000 to $50,000 upfront and commissions of anywhere from 2% to 10% on the sale of the business, and then waiting 3 to 5 years to close the deal? If you are unable or unwilling to pay $15,000 to $50,000 retainer fees upfront and are uncomfortable giving away your hard-earned equity in seller commissions, signing a contract with an investment banker or M&A firm really is not an option. The fourth way to sell is to sign up for the Business Seller's Toolkit. And with this, you have greater chances of getting full price and favorable terms due to the modified controlled auction process, whereby multiple buyers compete against each other for the purchase of your business. There are larger pools of buyers than business brokers, and there is a wider, often international reach. There's no need to place ads online or in local newspapers or magazines. There's no retainer fees of $15,000 to $50,000 up front. No commissions of 4% to 10% on the sale of the business. Actually, there are 0 commissions on the sale. And no need to wait 3 to 5 years to get the proceeds from the sale of your business. Closing can occur within 90 days. Most typically, it's anywhere from 90 to 180 days. Only one company per industry is allowed to be entered into the controlled auction. So when you have more bidders and less companies to bid on, this creates a supply-demand environment in favor of the seller. You will need to build a team composed of yourself, your CPA, your attorney, possibly a member of your management staff, or a spouse. There is an upfront fee. It's a one-time setup and administration fee. And there is time on your part that will be needed to devote to the process. Approximately 2 to 4 hours of your time is needed weekly. So how comfortable do you feel putting together your deal team, paying a small upfront fee, and devoting 2 to 4 hours a week to the process of selling your business for maximum profit? If you are interested in receiving favorable terms and getting all of your equity out of the business as opposed to paying retainer fees and commissions, this is the only option. You could save money. Business brokers and M&A firms typically charge 10% commissions on sales. You would pay $30,000 commission if your business sold for $300,000 using a business broker or M&A firm. Now, what if you could get multiple prospective buyers to compete for your business? Chances of getting full price or even more would increase due to buyer competition. And since the prospective buyers are competing against each other, there is no opportunity for them to beat you down on price or negotiate terms in their favor. What if you could be assured the prospective buyers have been pre-qualified? This would mean no more wasted time with unqualified buyers. What if you could close the sale within 90 days? On average, 90 to 180 days is the norm. There would be no opportunity for the buyer to drag out the process. What if you could get all of the information you needed to sell your business for maximum profit without a business broker or M&A firm? You would have more peace of mind and confidence. With the Business Seller's Toolkit, you will discover how much your business is worth in today's market, how to prepare your business documents for the sale, how to attract the right buyers, how to qualify the buyers, how to get buyers to compete against each other, how to structure the deal in your favor, how to close a sale within 90 days, how to ensure you have an airtight closing. The information will be presented in the following formats. Online videos, online tutorials, and online examples. You will be assigned a unique username and password. You will have access to the training 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until your business is sold. You will have email support for questions you have about the sales process. You'll be invited to weekly webinar training sessions. You will receive a listing in the business auction. Now, your information will be secured and will be for the buyer's eyes only. So this is a very confidential way to sell your business. Everything you need to sell your business for maximum profit without a business broker or M&A firm. There is only one spot per industry and location. So when you go to sign up, you'll see the field for zip code and a field for NAICS. We look at the zip code and the NAICS. If you see NAICS that fits you, then there is still that spot open available.